Welcome to another episode of Husbands Watching Housewives. I'm Scott.
And I'm Jeff.
And we just watched an episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac.
Yes. In
Nevis.
Yes. Nevis.
Which is somewhere with a B. It's either in the Bermuda or Barbados or Bahamas or
It's
Brooklyn
adjacent.
or Baltimore or...
It's adjacent to St. Kitts. Apparently.
Yes.
And you have to take a plane, a train, a
boat,
automobile.
ride the back of a mermaid, as long as you don't have camouflage with you.
No, then you're not allowed in the country. Even, I don't care if it's Prada.
Yeah.
Even Prada makes mistakes.
Yeah, that's an interesting law. I'm interested. I should Google that later.
I feel like it's something to do with, you don't want to look like you're military.
Right.
And I don't know.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
I think you're absolutely right.
We started off at the Preakness, not the Freakness or whatever I thought. I don't know what they were saying. The pretense. It was very pretentious.
Yes.
First Lady of Maryland was like, I'm not going to be on camera. I don't know these hoes.
Yeah.
A lot of hoes. People call people hoes in this episode.
There's a lot in this episode, and if I can just kind of set the tone for what I thought about this episode and what I'm feeling about this season so far, I would rather watch Miami. Yeah. I'd rather go back and watch and see what the fuss about Dallas was about. Or even Real Housewives of DC. I have zero interest in watching these women play telephone all season and talk about what so-and-so said about so-and-so last week about such and such and having beef and you came at me wrong with the wrong tone, da-da-da-da. I do not care at all.
It's petty, but it's like, here's the thing. Do you want petty drama or do you want like really dark, homophobic drama?
I don't want... It all feels like a witch hunt to me. This whole thing, I've seen Giselle do this before.
It's hazing.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I give it to you because, and I know we're jumping way ahead on it, but
Yeah.
I'll give it to you that, like, you're sensing something not right with Angel and kind of the stuff that she's saying, and like when she was saying, oh, no one said hi to me at the airport, and then they cut and show scenes of her and everyone pretty much saying hello to her. So she's spinning a different narrative perhaps, but right now I feel so bad for Angel.
Yeah.
I just, and they're making it a big deal that like, well, we just don't want to be the Angel in Keiarna show. And it's like, well, why the hell not? It's the Ashley Giselle show over there. And then
Did they say that?
yeah, at one point they're like, we don't, we're just worried that, we got little factions and it just.
What did they say?
And then what Giselle's doing to Stacey. No.
It's like you can be queen bee without having to talk down to people or push them down.
Yeah.
Like we get it, Giselle. You're the longest running. Well, with Ashley, your little counterpart, you're the OGs, and you want to be queen bee, and you think it's the Giselle show, and you can like dictate things, but it's unreasonably shady to like treat somebody like, I don't know who this is. I don't know this Stacey, because she's not playing your game. It goes back to like 2 or 3 episodes ago where like Stacey's not playing the game that Giselle wants her to, and she's annoyed by it. So she's going to like do these little like messy little dumb details like, the blank notes. It's symbolic. No shit.
Yeah.
I get symbolism. I don't understand why you're doing it.
Right. And it's like the amount of effort it took to not do that. So everyone would draw attention to it. So like everyone's gonna know now that I don't like you. Message received like 2 episodes ago. Yeah, it's like the amount of rent that you're paying.
Stacey in your head.
Yeah,
you and Ashley are just like, it's like the Stacey takedown season for no reason.
And the thing, she did the whole thing. This is not the same person I saw last season. She did the exact same thing to Wendy. Just because Wendy got her boobs done and came out her second season a little bit more confident than she was the first season. As though, I'm sure if we go watch Giselle season 1 and compare her to season 2, she's the same woman at all.
No, I mean, she's still the same Giselle, but like she's glowed up too.
Yeah.
The wigs got better. Well, sometimes, it's just the makeup got better. It just happens.
Yeah.
Housewives evolve, and like it's a lot of attention is paid to the visuals. So I don't understand.
Especially if you see yourself first season and go, oh, there's things that maybe I don't like or I prefer I look different.
Why did I wear that outfit?
Yeah.
Like, why did I have that makeup? Yeah.
I just don't know that I can do a whole season if it continues to be this whole finger pointing. You said it's so nitpicky, and I'm trying not to be negative about the show, but it's just unbearable right now. Like, I want some. It's also because they're talking about a lot of things that either happened off camera, which we know is always the frustration, or in a flashback that we have not yet seen. And so it's like, if they're going to make the entire drama so far be about things that someone said, how about you find a way, editors, to put it in the natural course of the show? Even going back in this episode to Keiarna asking Angel, do you like that woman? Do you like that woman? Referring to Wendy. Yeah, we got to see that. I'd prefer that all the drama and the beefs come through stuff like that, because at least we got to see it happen when it was happening.
Right.
But then the whole reason they bring that up is that, well, you and Angel and Keiarna clearly had a conversation off camera about Wendy, and we want to know what that's about. And
the whole thing with Jassi, like that conversation that's supposed to be had with Keiarna about Wendy, and
don't care.
You're right. It's a lot of it's off camera, and it's confusing because I'm not seeing it play out. Like, because they're plotting behind off camera, or like they're having side conversations, and it's just, you gotta like just save it for what are we dealing with right now?
Right.
Why don't you like me right now? Not 6 months ago.
Or 6 weeks ago. Yes. Or, since we picked up cameras this season, what have I,
What's the issue?
Yeah. I will say that I do enjoy, you can see Wendy switch gears between, like, talking about the whole Angel thing and then, like, speaking of which, I noticed, Giselle, that Stacey doesn't have a bathrobe.
That was a good pivot.
It was almost as though, like, well, if I'm not done moving the story yet. Before we move off of me, let's move on to someone else.
Before I move on to my warm octopus salad.
Yeah. Oh God.
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't think I need a warm octopus salad.
I don't need warm anything. No. But let's start from the beginning.
Okay. Yes. Preakness.
I mean, basically, there was very much. Like, it was friction between Stacey and Keiarna. Boring. They get to the racetrack, blah, 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 other stuff. Oh, Jassi showed up. There was a weird whole wag thing. And, like, my husband's been... I was like, what? I don't think that Angel met anything by my husband's...
Especially, I feel like the tone that she had was like, oh, yeah, what's your fiance do? Okay, mine's, been a starter for 10 years, And yeah, maybe there's a hint or a bit of shade to it, but it's also, it seemed to me that it was more of like, we're sisters here, like
we have something in common.
Yeah. And this is what we have in common. And this is how I deal with it with yours. Cool. Good to know.
I was clarifying, like who my husband is and whatever. It wasn't like meant to be, and yours is so much smaller and he's a bench warmer. The fact that like the producer in her confessional had to like say so are you saying, she tried to connect the dots and then Angel did get like a little shady.
Yeah. But I mean, it's also something that I'm sure that if you, as an NFL player, if you're a starter, it's something that is probably something you brag about. It's not something that I think you probably do to, show some status, but it's not like it's an accomplishment, it's something you would be proud of, that I've been a starter for 10 years, and so it's just, again, it's one of these things, just because someone is being congratulated over here doesn't take away from anything over there. I don't think that Angel was saying, well, your fiance is nothing because he's just a bench warmer, because she didn't.
No.
And
so yeah, it was just a lot of like back and forth like that, and then Jassi and Keiarna got into it, and which seemed out of nowhere, and I'm engaged and you're not, and there's just like,
okay, so see, that's the sort of shade I can get behind.
The whole like, you're living in a little condo. That's good shade.
Yeah. Like, that's the sort of thing where, if you're going to be coming, like, it's very direct. You're, instead of this kind of under the surface, I'm coming at you and I'm trying to like maneuver, it's just like Jassie's coming straight at you. And I really like that. I would prefer that.
Yes. It's more interesting.
I agree.
Yes.
So.
Did anything else happen in Preakness?
There was a couple other things. I don't really remember.
I never did her. Basically, it was like Keiarna and Wendy, and then kind of Wendy and Angel, and then Jassi showed up and like shifted the whole energy. And really was doing a lot, but I liked her.
Yeah. So I will have to say that, like, there is definitely something
Tia and Ashley.
What about?
When Tia said, it's tongue-in-cheek, and I was like, what is that? Like,
Keiarna was like, what? No, was it Keiarna?
It was Ashley, what is tongue-in-cheek? And Tia had to, like, explain it to her, and then she's like, catch up.
Yeah.
I wish she had, like, pursued that energy. Like, you're lame.
Yeah.
But British.
Right.
Lame.
Also, who's never heard of tongue-in-cheek?
It's a common term.
So, I mean, I do think that Tia didn't define it well, because I think tongue-in-cheek is, I was just throwing a little bit of shade your way. I was just being a little messy, as, poking fun. That's what tongue-in-cheek is.
It's not necessarily shadiness. It's just the more like, it's more...
It's just poking fun. It's like...
It's poking fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like in a really lighthearted way, I always feel...
Yeah, I'm not trying to like do you dirty.
Right. And...
But Ashley comes from a dirty... I'm going to do you dirty place, so she'll just jump to that.
It just everyone trying to find a problem with everyone else, and I think that's where ultimately
there's no real sisterhood here.
I'm not looking for kumbaya. I don't need Sutton to show up and tie their hands with a ribbon and do a whole sisterhood ceremony.
I forgot about the time the ribbon.
I don't need that. But what I don't know. It just doesn't seem welcoming at all. Like, why would anyone want to be on this show? Period.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get on the show and all you're going to do, like...
is defend yourself.
First off, I shouldn't have to prove myself to Giselle Bryan. Like...
Thank you.
No, I shouldn't have to prove myself to anyone else on that show. You know why? Because the fucking producers gave me a contract, and that's why I'm on the show.
Exactly.
And I would really, really, really want Angel or Tia to be like, you know what? That's the problem, though, is that when they're filming... probably at this time, they don't know for sure what their role is.
Yes.
So
I think at the reunion, she should say, I proved myself to producers and to casting. You are neither of those things. Those are not your roles. So I don't have to
kiss your ass
and give you an essay about who Angel is
or who Stacy is.
Yes.
I shouldn't have to spell it out for you. And like, no,
Stacy said, like, they brought me back for another season. How you like me now?
Yeah. Like, and then she did kind of say that towards, she's like, I'm here. Like, she was kind of saying, I'm here on this trip,
Yeah. Like, you can leave my name off. You can give me a blank card, but I'm still going to be here.
Yeah.
You still had to contractually invite me as a contract wife.
Yeah.
So
I do wonder if Giselle understands how she comes off. Like,
she doesn't care. She doesn't care.
Really?
She sounds really snarky.
The idea that she put Tia into the nanny's quarters, it's just like, what?
I don't think she really saw that as shade. I think she was like being like tongue in cheek with the whole Brit thing, but it was dopey. Her delivery is dopey. She's not as good with her words as she thinks she is, and not as like sly and clever. And
yeah, okay.
As opposed to, like, she's not Kenya.
No,
like Kenya can like serve it, flip it, turn it, twerk it,
slap it up, flip it, and reverse it.
Yes, slap it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh, in a way that Giselle never could.
Right.
And it's just
yeah.
So they get to the airport
at 4 a.m.
Wouldn't be me.
Well, you'd be there at 3 a.m. for a 5 a.m. flight. You would be.
Yeah, that's like, you don't even go to bed. And then you like, that's why they're so sleepy on the plane.
They did have the obligatory packing scene, but it was such a weak sort of thing because it was Angel and then one other person. Ashley, like
her stylist.
Yeah, her friend Corey.
Who chose that outfit that she was wearing.
Yeah. But I like how, like, we're just going to give you a taste of the packing and then off to the airport. But yeah, I thought it was nice. It was cool. They make this big whoop to do about Jassi being an economy. It's like, okay,
we're all going in the same place. It's a little plane. Like,
yeah.
And then I thought it was weird of like, oh, it's your bridal party thing,
right?
And it's Wendy's boyfriend birthday, and it's like, okay,
yeah,
we're going on the girls' trip,
right?
We're all getting away,
right?
It's whatever.
But I do like that Wendy every year gets to, while filming, talk about it. It's her birthday incessantly.
Yeah,
like, okay, we get it, Wendy. It's your birthday.
You have turned another year older. Praise the Lord.
Might be her last birthday on the show.
Oh, Wendy.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically it was like Angel they set the intention. Angel set the intention that she wanted to get to know everybody better, and and have them get to know her. And then it was then that was when no, this was on the boat. There's so many places they were.
I know.
They kept going to places and sitting down and drinking champagne. So I'm like, wait, was that on the boat? Or
no, customs and the lounge. Yeah, it could have been. It doesn't matter.
They brought up the whole Keiarna didn't want, or Angel didn't want you to come. Giselle's really just coming hard for Angel.
And I don't understand why, because I would agree with, Angel did not say she didn't want, specifically say didn't want Keiarna to come. I think there was conversation, and I think Giselle said something like, oh, should I invite so-and-so? And then that's when she said, oh, just invite Charisse instead. Because it was like, I know Charisse. I don't think there's anything she meant by it.
I don't think she's going hard like, I don't want to go, she's going. Or like, don't invite that Jassi with her benchwarmer boyfriend.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, again, it's like, it just says something really, really, I don't know, just shows how mean-spirited this Giselle could be, that she just makes all, and I know it's her job right now and she gets paid
yeah, but like, I mean, is she thinking in her eyes that she's like making Angel relevant by like bringing up all this stuff about her? Or like, I think she's trying to test her to see how she'll react and like what she'll be like as a housewife. Can you handle confrontation? And Angel's just like, I don't understand why you're coming at me this way. And that's when we get more into, she looks like she feels very uncomfortable and is very weary, and why am I doing this, and what did you get me into, Kay?
Right. And then the whole thing about the photo of her not looking like her.
What was Giselle trying, and Ashley too, just, I mean, I don't, but they all, housewives all use filters.
Right.
None of them look like this.
Right. But even beyond that, like, she is visibly the largest woman on the cast, body wise.
Yeah.
And so for me, for them to come at her and be like, this person is not the same person I see in front of me. It says just so many, to me, it's borderline body shaming.
You think the subtext was you're trying to look like you're skinnier? Is that what?
I think the subtext was you're just trying to look like you're someone else entirely. Like you're trying to look prettier and more glamoury and younger and prettier all around than you actually are. And that like there's nothing in this photo that resembles the person that sits in front of me, which is a load of bullshit. I admit.
Yeah, the phrasing on that was really harsh.
Right. That one photo they showed, I can see what they're talking about. It doesn't immediately look like Angel. I don't think it's a good representation of what we're seeing of Angel on camera.
I think she looks better in person.
I agree.
Yes.
And then when they did show her social media, a lot of those seem to have filters. So I think she's going to suffer from the never speak in absolutes, where
I wouldn't do that. Or she knew what they were talking about, and she might. This is another thing, a theory. She might not feel her best because she had a child recently.
And someone said that she had a child, I think, 15 months ago. Yeah.
That's what I said, because she's still pumping.
Yeah. And so it's like, it's like, why? Why even?
It's like, you bring this up, so what are you trying to say?
Right.
What did you think Angel, like, are you trying to say that Angel is misrepresenting herself? What do you want her to say?
Right.
What do you want her to give you, Giselle?
And that's the thing. No matter what she says, it's not going to be good enough for Giselle. Giselle's going to twist it. If she's be like, oh, that's me, I don't care if you don't like it, then it's like, oh, you don't care. Oh, see, you don't want to be part of this group. Da-da-da-da-da. It's like she'd find a way to twist it no matter what. And maybe that's Giselle's talent. But
it's interesting, because this is something that, Giselle would throw at Karen. If you're being fake, you're not like, what are you doing, Karen? And Karen will just like throw it right back at her with something ridiculous. But with Angel, she's much more quiet. I'm not meek. I'm not saying meek, but she's, more reserved.
Yeah.
So she's not going to give it back to Giselle. And so you kind of look like you're beating up on a person who can't,
or who just, who's
isn't
not
going to fight back.
Yeah. And maybe
it's not a good fight then.
Yeah, and that's why it's, as a viewer, I don't want to see any more of it. And if it just keeps happening, it's like part of me is thinking Angel's. It hurt me when I don't know why I'm so invested, but you were like, I really can see Angel being a one and done this season,
and not because she's a bad housewife, but I think she might say, why am I doing this?
Right.
I'm going to go back to Colorado with my husband. This is bullshit. This is not, I don't know what she thought she signed up for, but I don't think she's having any fun. If you're not having fun, it's going to read on camera.
Right.
And I don't know if it's going to get any better in the second season. And the producers might say, you're not seeming like you're enjoying yourself. So it's a mutual thing of where we part ways.
Right. And that's the thing is that, again, I feel like other franchises, not all of them, they all have their problems. When they bring on a new housewife, there's more of a welcome to the group, you know. But Potomac has regularly and consistently been, we don't like the new person.
Yes.
We think we're suspicious of the new person.
Yes.
And I don't.
Giselle's done this with Monique. She's done it with Wendy. Candace eventually, and now Angel, well, and Stacey. So do you not want, it can't be the Giselle Ashley show. That'd be freaking boring because you guys don't do anything.
Right.
You're not going to show your real lives. You're not going to, yeah.
I liked at the end when Stacey asked Giselle if she was dating anyone.
She really came like, yeah, I have the picture right here. Like she was really kind of trying to bring it. And I'm like, I give you A for effort, Stacey.
I wouldn't give her an A for effort. I mean,
I give you B for effort.
That was like a reunion moment where she brings out, you know, the receipts, and you're just like, Dad, those aren't receipts. Because Giselle was right. Like, yeah, I've been on some dates with him. But where I think it was interesting is when Ashley was like, and then they're like, well, she is still dating. So that's where, like, I want one of them to pounce and say, oh, well, we're being fake. We're not presenting ourselves.
I was that date not on camera.
Right.
Yes.
Or not even that. We're not presenting ourselves in a way. We're not representing ourselves to you. Well, you're not representing yourself to us.
Right. That's what Stacey was trying to prove.
Right.
And I don't understand why Ashley was stuttering. You know, like, what is it to you?
Well, because Ashley probably was asked.
Knows the situation.
Yeah, she knows the situation. Yeah. So, yeah, I just.
I don't know. Giselle and Ashley just birds of a
feather.
I was going to say some sort of like twist, like crappy feather.
Birds of a vulture. Okay.
And also, Ashley could not wait. So one, Giselle couldn't wait to dinner to like be like, Angel, that's not you.
Yeah.
And then Ashley couldn't wait to bring out the Chris Samuel of it all. Samuels of it all.
Yeah.
And I'm just curious to see what Stacey's response will be. I think it'll just be deny.
But that's the thing is I could see a moment where Stacey was like kind of looking like, yeah, and?
What's it to you, Ashley?
Right.
He's not still married to Monique.
Right.
If she was going after him, she's not still with Monique. He's not still with Monique. I don't understand. You're not even that close with Monique. Certainly Giselle is not. So.
Yeah, so it's just like all this like trying to like.
I gotcha. What are you getting?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just.
I think it goes back to the messy timeline of TJ and Stacey's husband and, you know, when did this happen with, I don't know.
Right. What I am happy to see is that Keiarna and Stacey had some sort of, they had a great conversation. They apparently had a good little chit chat. Yeah. And then even after the two of them on camera in front of all the other women were like, yeah, we had a good conversation. They're still trying to twist that into something else. Well, I thought, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, we were sitting next to each other on a plane and we shared.
You asked me for gum.
Yeah. It's like, it wasn't deep, but we weren't sitting there like screaming at each other. It was just like, we were getting to know each other. Like,
I thought when Stacey said it in a better way than Giselle, saying, Angel, do you feel comfortable with this group? Or like, you know, are you open to having relationships outside of Keiarna? That was a good way of phrasing it. And I don't think it's being shady. She was being honest.
Yeah.
Because she also said in her confessional that she wanted to give Angel what she didn't have, which was a warm welcome to the group. And then Angel wasn't responsive. Here's the thing. Angel wants people to come to her and like, you know, be friendly to her, but she's not giving back the same energy, it seems.
Yeah,
you know?
I can agree with that.
And then with the whole like Wendy of it all, and that like, I didn't need 5 minutes of, well, at Keiarna's house, I get it, Wendy. At Keiarna's house, Angel had some heat for you.
Right.
But let's move on from that.
Well, and then they're trying to introduce this idea that Angel didn't graduate college.
Right. So why are you trying to say she didn't graduate college?
And also on top of that, what's it to you?
Right.
Like she clearly like doesn't need a degree to be married to her husband and to be on the Housewives. Like she can do so many other things without a degree.
Yeah, I feel like you're
And
trying to
Wendy,
say
I'm
it's
sorry.
horrible.
Also, Wendy, I'm sorry. Look where your 4 degrees are getting you, it seems.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just, I love Wendy. She was one of my favorites in the past, but like watching everyone just cut everyone else down is just, ugh.
I will say I like Wendy and Stacey together. I like how they kind of like were like kind of kikiing at the table and that closeness, because Wendy doesn't have Candace anymore. So she's like, okay, Stacey, you're me.
Yeah, I like that. And I like Jassi. I like that whole mix in that little villa with the 3 of them staying together. And then...
Side note, the villas were very pretty. No one had a lame villa. I know Tia... and the nanny's quarters.
Right, but it's her own thing. She has no roommates.
So she didn't have a pool or anything, but still, I think it's still great,
Yeah.
Shut the door by yourself, away from those crazy people. So it was what we've seen so far has been pretty. It's a good backdrop for a trip. It's just, I wish they weren't all trying to take each other down.
I know, that's just, it's too early in the season be trying to annihilate each other.
More fun.
Right.
More fun, because you have to have a mix of fun and shade.
Right.
And Giselle I don't get fun from Giselle.
I'm not. I'd almost rather have Mia and Gordon back and hear about Mr. Ink, for another season and a half than deal with Giselle trying to ice everybody out.
Right.
And make them feel unwelcome.
Right.
Now, I mean, again, if there was a context of the producers were like, we don't know which one of these women, let's, why don't you put them to the test? If that's what was going on, I can forgive it a little bit. Because
it could be happening too.
It could be.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think Giselle should, be, if that was going on, I would feel better as a viewer of hey, look, this is a tough group sometimes. We got to make sure you can hold your own, that sort of thing. I'd be much happier to hear it phrased as, because right now it just seems like hate just coming at you for the sake of coming at you. And I just don't want to have anyone else in this group. I don't, I'm better than all of you. And she's clearly not.
No, and then it's boring if you don't have new blood. You've lost so many people, Mia and Candace and Karen. You need to have more people in there, new conversations, and a new energy, which I think Angel brings that, and they're just unwilling to accept it because she's not the same old. So you don't want to, this show doesn't need to have 8 Giselle.
No.
So I don't understand.
Now, I do worry that the whole, Angel Keiarna thing is going to be like a Mia, what's her face?
Oh, Jacqueline. I am waiting for them to fall out. I wonder if they have. I don't follow either one of them on social media. But,
oh, true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just, I don't need them to be ride or die for each other all season long.
The thing is, when you bring on such a close friend, it's 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be close friend. That's why so many of these women don't bring their close friends on the show. Well,
I mean, often that's because when things get dirty, you can pull out a secret that from real life. And that's when things get messy. But if you can keep it still surfacey on the show, and
I think if you want to maintain a real friendship, do not bring that person as a friend.
Yeah, agreed.
Clearly, Giselle and Tia are not friends.
Oh yeah,
I met a few times in hopes that she might come on to the show. Let's feel her out, Giselle. Go to lunch with her. And she's like, oh, this is my friend Tia. No. Yeah. You don't know her band, her husband, you don't know her kids.
And that's the thing is they also will sit there and say oh, I thought you two knew each other. And no one will accept, well, yeah, we met each other once or twice at an event. That came up a little bit in today's episode. I don't forget which wife was saying that. I think it was Tia was saying, oh yeah, I said something and da-da-da. But it just drives me nuts. So. Okay.
Understandable.
Yeah, but what was the big to be continued is the Chris Samuels of it all.
God, we're hanging our hat on that. Which she's just going to say no. She's not going to say, yeah, I was trying to get with Chris Samuel.
But what if she does? I mean, that's the other thing.
What does she have time? What does she have time with that? With the whole TJ debacle and then getting back together with her husband,
or never being divorced from him in the first place,
which TMZ has proven that she is actually divorced.
Right.
I just want Stacey to rub that in Ashley's little face.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there'll be some other
things. I know Ashley and Colin don't want a hoe. girl, we saw you on Love Hotel. Okay.
Oh.
Going for the granddaddy and his adopted grandson.
God, he had to drink some water after that one. Yeah, I mean, this is an example for me right now, short of them giving us some, actual story going on, I would just be very happy to fast forward to the reunion.
Really?
Yeah. If it's going to be more of this the rest of the season, I'm
ready for Monique to come back. So then Ashley can really so Monique and Stacey, and I really hope that Stacey and Monique actually become friends and just completely obliterate Ashley's little plan. Mm-hmm. It'd be so funny. They're like, oh, okay, that's fine.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
I like it.
That's what's my ex-husband. I don't care.
Yeah, go and have him.
Clear X.
Yeah.
Keyword X.
Yeah. Don't need him. Don't want him. Feel free to have him.
Hence X.
Yeah.
So dumb.
Well, I mean, that was the show this week, right?
Yeah, I think we hit all the bases.
All the beats there.
All the beats.
Didn't forget anybody. Tia's son wants to get adopted. That was cute.
That was a cute, fun little moment. That's what we need more of. Just lightness.
It was also, it's nice that she can joke. See, that's good housewifery where she can say, yeah, I miss my kids. I'm not there for their birthday. But in reality, she's 14. She doesn't need me. She really just wants to have her birthday party. And then, that little cute tongue-in-cheek stuff with her son, right? Of try not to get adopted before I get back on Sunday. That's
tongue-in-cheek, Ashley.
Yes, that's what that is. Yeah. So anyway, but that was a cute little scene.
Yeah, I enjoy her more. I think the other episode I was saying I don't know about her, but she's growing on me. Yeah, and I'm warming up to her, and I'm getting used to the British accents.
I'm worried that I'm a little too. I think because I don't think it's fair the way they're treating Angel. I'm a little too on Angel's side about everything. I want to see that go well. And also because I think she's quite reasonable right now. But I am worried that maybe she's doing some stuff behind the scenes and maybe she's not being honest with the other women and about something. And that's what this is all leading to. And I'm going to have to eat words.
I hope, because you shouldn't come on the show if you have some sort of deep, dark secret.
I don't think it's that. I think it's going to end up being something about how she and Keiarna were planning something, or there's just something disingenuine, or she's just leaving out a big part of her story to focus on.
It does seem as if we're not getting the whole picture.
Or it could just be that the picture isn't that big. It could just be yeah, this is who I am. It's not that big of a deal.
There's no smoking gun.
Right, exactly.
It's just we're not getting key elements. It was just, as Tia was saying, what are you leaving out here? I'm confused. That's
right.
Because again, things are happening off camera. It's not translating on camera when they're actually having scenes with one another. And if you're confused in scene as a housewife, think of the audience of, we don't.
Well, it's because Wendy and they all keep looking at each other across the table, kind of giving those eyes
remember we talked about this thing.
Mm-hmm. It's
nice bullet point.
That thing that I said
in the dossier.
Yeah. So it's that's got to stop, and I hope it does end soon. So anyway, we all good on this one?
I think so.
We're going to talk about it next time.
Till next time.